When the sun sets, the moon begins to rise. That's when all the secrets begin to come alive. Midnight in Chicago. Yeah, I'm standing in the rain. Midnight in Chicago. I'm standing in the rain.
Hello, Miss Fox. How you doing tonight?
With the water running down my back.
How you doing, woman?
Feels like
Can you hear okay?
I can hear
Yo,
that
Deb, did you see
freight
what I sent you
train
about that tip?
as it
I was kind of
rolls
confused.
across the track.
Did it? So the tip didn't come from the family or has
I
nothing
can
to do with
hear
the
that
family?
freight train moaning as it rolls across the
Oh, you're
track.
about to get another tea? I just made a cup before I sat down.
With a whistle screaming through the night. Yeah, I wish I could hop around. Midnight in Chicago.
Blueberry.
Yeah,
Well, I'm doing the
I'm standing in the
chamomile
rain.
mint. They've been doing so much spell work on me today, sending it to me, and I'm just all
Midnight in Chicago.
curled up like a ball.
I'm standing in the rain. With the water running down my back. It feels just like a hurricane.
Hopefully you can hear the music and me at the same time.
Like a hurricane. Like a hurricane. Like a hurricane.
Hurricane,
Oh, like a
hurricane.
like a hurricane. Like a hurricane. Like a hurricane. Like a hurricane. Like a hurricane. Oh, like a hurricane. Oh, like a hurricane. 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 Oh, like a hurricane. 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 Oh, like a hurricane. 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 Oh, like a hurricane. Like a hurricane. Like a hurricane. Like a hurricane. Like a hurricane.
So what's going on tonight, Deb? I've been just sitting around chilling, making funny videos. So what do you think this whole tip thing is about? I just showed you the documentation that was sent to me stating that they made a statement today that there was a tip that was being followed into, but it had nothing to do with the family. So it might be someone else they're looking for. Yeah, don't. You're saying it don't lead up to anything right now? Well, hopefully it's a tip to something. But you have to think of this. If they knew the people and had been on their property before with the kids, well, then their scent might be there. Wait till we hear from TVI, find out. Yeah. Yeah, I was just thinking that going over some videos of dogs and stuff. And if the kids, if they knew the family that this down the road and they've been there before, if they didn't know the family, then did they have permission to go on the property and fish on that lake? If not, well, that's trespassing. But maybe the people that own the property had no idea that Candace or any of the kids were at that lake or even on their property. Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see what TBI said, like Debbie said. If you don't hear anything from them here real soon, then I imagine it probably didn't pan out, the tip or lead. Debbie said she stopped listening last year, so she hasn't listened to the Delphi case. Or not the Delphi case, Summer Wells case. Excuse me. For at least a year. That was a peaceful night. Man, it had a great sunset tonight. Great sunset. Debbie Fox is saying she don't want to watch it. She don't want to listen to it. Well, I imagine somebody. They're looking for somebody. North Carolina. And then Chaco or whatever his name is on Shells early this morning or whatever, or last night said he's on the border of North Carolina and Tennessee, and he's seen somebody out there, a couple people, but that could be fake too, just to stir up views and stuff. That was a few years ago. Who's the one guy, Debbie, that was on there today on this channel? Charco? I forget his name. Sasquatch. That was his name. Oh, they're thinking Sasquatch might have took her. I wouldn't doubt it. Wouldn't shock me one bit. So, Deb, what do you think can happen? What's your opinion on what happened to little Summer? I got a feeling that it's like that Beatles song. I got a feeling inside. Oh yeah. I got a bad feeling that all this stuff, little bits of the truth, have come out in the Summer Wells case. The sex house, the drugs, you know, all the stuff. Even some of the stuff Shell says, I think is his subconscious confessing to the world in some of this stuff. Here's the thing that I pointed out to a couple of people is Mr. Shell knew what was going on, right? With Candace and Don. They knew they were suspects. He knew they were suspects. Now, once again, they knew each other real close. And she went to Mr. Shell with a problem. And Mr. Shell knew she was under investigation, the family was, yada, yada, yada. And she needed a new phone, and he gave her one. He knew she was going to get rid of the old one. Why did he, if he's such, he claims he didn't track her. It wasn't a tracking phone. It wasn't from the government. It was just a phone he just got. Someone donated to him or something like that, or he bought. So if he knew she was being investigated and her dang phone probably was being tapped or pinged, GPS, yada yada messages and stuff. Everyone knows she threw it away, right? She threw it in the lake. So he knew, and what did he do? Well, he helped. He knew she was under investigation, gave her a new phone, knew what she was going to do. I mean, this movie gets better each day. Ernie needs to turn himself in. Debbie Fox is saying he should turn himself in. The great skiddly dat skip tracer should turn himself in. I don't know. Has he done anything wrong other than getting too close to the suspects? I don't know. He said he had a lot of money. Today he said he had hundreds of thousands, but he spent it the wrong way. My God, did he create his own Epstein Island? What did he? I don't know. It's crazy. Now, here's the thing. They were friends with Ernie, right? Don and Candace. But then it turned and went bad, real sour. Real sour. Oh boy. Never shows up for his parole visits. Well, he's probably deep Cyclops 8 of the cyborgs. So he don't live by our rules, Debbie. You've seen all the sci-fi movies. He don't live by our rules. He's on cyborg time. Well, I can tell you what, I hope they find that little lady. I hope they find Michael Vaughn. It's too crazy how these kids look alike. The parents look alike. Rose, Bly now. You know, is she alive? Probably. Probably real close. Probably. We probably watch her. We probably watch her on YouTube all the time. Yeah. You know, there was a lot of people in the beginning of the Wells case that said their family got in trouble for that. And there's a good chance Rose is alive, but the family seen an opportunity in that case too to make money, and they did. That's pretty crazy. That's been a really long time ago, Johnny. Look it up. Yeah, the Rose Bly thing. Yeah, I know. I watched it. Yeah, there's a good chance some of these guys are probably right that are making these videos that she's probably still alive. There's been no body found, no nothing. And that was freaky because Ernie Show, as Candace was throwing up reenactment here. Candace, is Rose still alive? How would I know? That's pretty much what it was. Pretty crazy. Debbie says she vanished. They had two little girls. Well, that was about what, 10 years ago? 8 years ago? 5 years ago or something like that? I don't know, 10 years ago. And a husband. Wow. Like I said, they're probably killers all on the run. Some people today in the chat, in Ernie's chat, were saying uh, stuff about it's a giant Manson family. And someone also in Ernie's chat tonight was said something about his eyes, and I noticed that when he starts looking like that, he gets all crazy. And stuff just goes nuts, like a vampirism or something. I want to suck your blood. That's pretty crazy, man. This whole thing is crazy. It might be biblical. I mean, they might be vamps or something. The whole thing. It's like it reminds me of Van Helmstein. Every time I watch the Summer, it's like a Van Helmstein bad movie. Well, Van Helmstein was a great movie, but it brings back nightmares of vampires. They all hate everybody. They all hack people. They all use women to get photos of men or men to get photos of women. And they all show private messages. They all there's no limits. They just go. They just do it. It's almost like they deliberately break the law to go back to prison. Are we watching people in this case that are prison broke? They've been incarcerated so many times that they've been, what is that called, Debbie? In prison life or whatever they call it. I don't know. Yes, tea is good in the winter. I don't know, I find it pretty crazy. All right, let's check something out here real quick. Well, that's Jason Jensen. Update, God bless you and all your families for coming forward. When you read this, know that you have our admiration. May peace be restored in Hawkins County soon. That's pretty crazy. Hold on. Well, I haven't heard nothing yet, so. Yo, ATS News. Debbie's saying don't look too much into it. Probably not. It's probably, what do I think's going on? They're looking for people, right? Probably a whole bunch. It was probably a giant ring of some crazy madness that got out of control. We don't know. We just make our speculations and obligations and preparations. Yeah, little Debbie Fox said it's happened before. I know. Yo, Miss ATS News, great live tonight. You know what I think it is? It might not have anything to do with the Wells case. They might be looking for some of these YouTubers because they've been obstructing justice, right? Calling police, calling fake stuff in as them themselves are wanted or on the run or blackmailing, extorting, hacking, whatever they do. I never thought of that, but that could be. You know, someone did call in a tip, but not about Summer Wells or anything like that, but maybe on something else. Debbie says it's been over 4 years. Well, I don't know. It's crazy. No, I'm just content. I'm content creator like the rest of them. I make jokes about some of these content creators myself. They're all innocent until proven guilty, and I think mainly most of their crap is stuff uh, that they're getting in trouble for is probably past or recent or something like that. And just because they're in the Summer Wells sector or community, automatically people might think it's something to do with Summer Wells, but probably not. Probably just their own troubles, their own lives. I mean, really, I take everything they say with a grain of salt. You know, I don't believe too much, not unless it's on the news or the police comes out from the police. It's like the Delphi case. What do you got to do, Deb? Debbie says we have to. What do we have to do? I'm more worried that it could be, you know, a lot of people are worried about Ernie Shell because If he is innocent, like everyone's claiming or whatever, you don't want this role or this psychological thing go too far where he's sucking people in and people are doing stuff for him, hurting people, hacking people, stuff like that. Oh, yeah, I know that. It's a gory case. I can't believe all of them have the following that they have. It's a racket. It's a mind control thing, mind over matter, power of suggestion, vamps. Really, you talk to some people, they're vamps, right? Power of projection, yada yada yada. You know, hoping they don't lose their whole viewing. It's almost like they don't care if the people come out and say, you know. I think we might find some of these people that a lot of these people are talking about, including myself, uh, might have not been on the up and up. If you want my honest opinion as a couch potato profiler, yes, it does scream cult or what else? Club, gang, many of them. They all think crazy. I hate to say it. I'm just saying. That's my opinion. Gang, whatever you want to call them. Luminuminies, call them. I think that's what their main problem is, right? Or what the authorities are thinking probably is, because I can remember the FBI talking about it on TV on CNN many years ago about these YouTube channels that get massive millions and millions of viewers, and they go radical, and then the next thing you know, it's good. And it could be the same thing that they're looking at with Mr. Shell because he's got power over the women. I don't know. Manson also did. He had like what 8, 10, 12 girls. But it's not a higher power with Shell. He's got thousands of women all over. Millions. It's just unbelievable. I don't know. And it's all of them. And here they are. They're injected into the case by themselves, and not only by themselves, but once they started looking into them, their records, that weren't once, twice, three times. This was numerous things. They were making money off of it. I can always work with someone that makes a mistake. You slap them, they make another mistake. The whole government's into this second chance thing. So I always, give them another chance. But when it comes to something like that, uh, how many chances are you gonna? Uh, how many chances? I don't know. I can't believe what they're saying about that Andrew Hiltz or whatever his name is, Pandrew. But do you know if it's real unless you look into it, check, right? Unless you call government agencies. I'm poor. I don't have time to call or money. Wait on the line for 5 hours. I don't know. It's pretty crazy stuff. I don't know. They're probably all into this dark magic stuff, witchery and sorcery. Oh, my side just started hurting me talking about someone's probably watching. Probably got a voodoo doll or something. Uh, no, I think everybody's flipping out because Andrew and Munch or Munchkin, whatever his name is. Uh, what kind of woman lets him? I don't know if I was dating a woman. I never was able to get away with that. You're dating a woman and she asks you, "What are you looking at?" "Oh, I'm looking at this naked chick." That probably would never happen if I was. It's different these days. I don't even. That's pretty crazy. I can't believe they have girlfriends still or wives or whatever. Pretty crazy. But it's all about scamming and trying to blackmail, lure whoever's got who. And every time they talk, they're all buddies with a whole bunch of police. They got more police in their family than anything, and that probably explains what a lot of these people are talking about. Is these people should be behind bars, but because they're related to all these police and politic people, they're effing nuts, running around killing people and going crazy. Probably every time you talk to Shell, it's he's working for Trump task force. Uh, and every time you watch Andrew, they got more family in the police departments uh, than anything. I mean, it's no wonder everybody's getting swatted. You're sitting here doing nothing, making an innocent video, eating on a bag of popcorn, watching TV or something in your house. Yeah, military fatigue dudes come crashing through your window and they freeze. You ain't doing nothing. But that's what happens when you got all that kind of power. Debbie says that shit don't go over with me. Who has AIDS? I don't know. They probably infected the whole country by now. I guess somebody, Ernie or Debbie, knows more about that. They probably infected the whole country by now, and all of us. I don't know. Some super venom that he's got. He said it kept him alive once he first got out of the hospital. And his half of his liver was hanging out, and his ribs, all the whole one side of his rib cage, was open like he was at a butcher shop. And they gave him a shot of his super soaker serum or whatever it is, and it saved his life. But yet we can't get this at Walmart yet or the dollar store. So who's really suffering? The people, the viewers that can't get this product that he's been injecting into his body. That's made him uh, Cyclops Cyborg 3. So who's really suffering? Us. Debbie said he fell on needles. He fell on them, a bag, when he was storming a place. I guess he got in an altercation and went spider monkey on the guy. And then the guy threw him, caught him in midair and threw him onto a bag of infected heroin, uh, cocaine needles. It was horrible. In New York, I guess he was out there skip scattily doodling, skip tracing, and broke into the wrong crack house to steal some crack or something. Thought he was going to steal a whole bunch of heroin, yang yang. Uh, China Brown. It didn't work out too good. He ended up falling on thrown into a bag of needles. And, I don't know, but ever since then, he's been tracked all over the world. He was on a mission like Running Man. Yeah. Well, we tried to help. So many people tried to help him. We did. Real honestly, I tried to help him. A lot of people did, but we all thought he was Black Ops, Purple Heart, real. Got our asses shot up. Cost me a lot. All to find out that he wasn't nothing. He was no private. We thought we were going in saving Private Ryan, but it just didn't. We pulled out just in the nick of the time. That was 19, 9 and 6, I think. Well, anyways, Debbie, what do you think? Miss ATS News, what do you think? Miss ATS News, I know you didn't want to tell me I can't be in your chat anymore because every time that you redo the Johnny Depp Amber Heard case, I go into playing the role of Johnny Depp. So I understand if you don't want me there no more. Well, I'll tell you, this is going over good. I think I might have another cup of coffee, or not coffee, tea. They've done bad things to me. I don't know how long I'll be here. I don't know how long. Miss ATS News. She says, I think if Summer's parents aren't involved, I'll have to put my video on private. But did you read that right, Miss ATS News? Because I think it stated that there was a lead in the Summer Wells case and it's being investigated, but the lead didn't come from the parents. So someone called in a tip, but it wasn't from the parents, and the parents didn't have anything to do with the tip. I'm not ready for it, Debbie. I'm in pain already tonight. Well, I was always here. I was here before anyone knew I was here. Here a long time. You do know. You do know though. You do know what that guy was saying today on Ernie's channel. That her name, her Summer Moon Wells, that Don and Candace and everything were into this dark stuff. That's why they named her Moon. And that's demonic or something like that, he was saying. Yeah, that's crazy. You know, when you do look at them, or Don at least, he does look like one of, like the Waco guy or something, right? A Dominion, right? He was the leader of it. Slept with all the women and everything. That's what it is, folks. Why do all these kids look like his? By all these different women? I don't know. I don't know. It's crazy. That's pretty crazy. I'm going to get me another cup of tea. Hold on 1 minute. Branch Davidian or something.
Midnight Chicago blues. Said I got nothing to lose and my head is spinning. And I know that I won't get any sleep tonight. And the city's dark and it cuts like a knife. And the whiskey's strong, but it makes me feel right. When the sky's too dark and the sun won't shine, it just takes too long. When I'm feeling alive and I know, oh, I know this feels right.
All right, I got some tea going. I don't know. All I can say is I do believe they got themselves in trouble. They might not have anything to do with the Summer Wells case, but the havoc that they caused with the battling, the drama, the lies, the fake stuff, and everything might have caused more trouble for them than anything. Is who singing? Was that who? BK? Who's BK? BB King? The what, Debbie? The Dills? ATS News, who do you want to know who's singing? On the blues? The blues song? That was Sneaky One-Eye Johnson and the Shandell Sisters. Debbie says, oh man, the DIL, the Dills do? Sneaky Brown Eye Johnson? Yeah, Sneaky Brown Eye Johnson, the Shandell Sisters. Oh shit, here comes Trump. Look at Trump's in chat now. I knew it. You mentioned anything, Stinky One Eye. Here he comes.
When the whiskey's strong and I'm feeling alive. When the sun won't shine and it takes too long. When the city's dark and it cuts like a knife. And the moon so high and it feels so right. And I know, oh, I know this feels right. This feels right. This feels right. This feels right. This feels right.
Deb, you have any info that you want to throw in here on what you think it might be? Well, we know this much. They haven't found a body, because if they found a body, it would have been all over YouTube or the news. We haven't seen nothing on regular TV, not out here I haven't, not on any of the channels I watch out here. But I'm not local, so they might be running it local in Tennessee, but not out here, you know. But if they found her, it probably would be all over. Debbie says 2 people are gone. 2 people from the case are gone. 1 is missing. What case you talking about, Deb? Summer Wells? Oh yeah, Rose Bly and Summer Wells. What does Trump know, Deb? Fill me in. He always shows up when the crazy stuff starts going on. And a tuber is gone. Some on that other dude that was with his mom. You're not seeing names or saying names. I don't know who you're talking. Message me in Facebook. Tell me who you're talking about. Well, I don't know, man. It's a crazy case. And a lot of people have the right to voice their opinions. And a lot of people do think they're demonic or something crazy, cult like, or maybe they're just into the dark arts and they practice the dark arts, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, people have already disappeared already. I know. Well, that's why I tell you keep your doors locked, windows locked. Uh, Make sure you have some way to protect yourself and call the police. You know, but all you could do is if they're using this magic stuff and demonic stuff or whatever. I don't know if it's true. Would it shock me? No. Uh, then all we could do is turn towards God and pray for protection and to break their spells and curse. But Debbie's right. It's pretty, she says it's pretty scary. People have already passed away suspiciously other than Summer Wells. And that's crazy. I mean, do you think they're that crazy to try and kill everybody that talks bad about them? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they're all gang clubs, big giant ring trying to kill us all because we don't agree with them. It's possible. Rose Bly, missing since 2009. She's probably, I'm telling you, she's probably not. She's probably amongst this ring. Nobody really has a real photo of her. The photo that they're showing is like an AI photo. I'm telling you, she's probably right around. Hey, I'm getting some kind of like a church cult, like a movie, right? The Davidians, or whatever they call them, right? But just crazy. It's just freaky, And then you throw into the movie. They all knew each other before Summer even came up missing. How crazy can that get? How crazy can that get? That's pretty freaky. Where is No Things Dug? I don't know. They say he went deep undercover ground, deep, deep, deep cover or something like that. I'm not sure. He's the only one no one's heard about lately. And Griff, the eighth wonder of the world. Ain't it funny? They're all starting to talk like Griff. They become us. That is freaky. It's like that movie, The Thing. Kurt Russell, 79, I think it was, or 8. They're all saying what Griff used to say. It is what it is. Ernie's saying it all the time. Candace is saying it. It's almost like they sucked Griff's brains out or something. And they become us because their lives are a wreck. Their bodies are in pain and sick and dying, and they become us. They take up our sayings. Now, I know Mr. Shell. was watching Mrs. Mama T's today because I put in her chat, there is no I in team, Mr. Shell. And what was his title today on his movie or his live tonight? There is no I in team. I know you're watching us. You're always watching. Yeah, Debbie said, you remember Don Wells with the hammer banging it on the fridge? Was it a hammer? I thought it was a stick or a giant stick or something. Yeah, and Ernie's always saying, a hammer, a hammer. Well, he claimed that she was hit with a hammer as she was being SA'd. Or after she was, I don't know. It's just too crazy. That alone is going to get himself in trouble. Now he's become property of the Summer Wells case. And that's what this case has been doing, just possessing us. It's just been possessing us. That in the Delphi case. I'm telling you, I think it's true what the FBI and CIA is saying. And all branches of the government. It's some crazy magic cult, crazy psycho, pedo trafficking, sex thing or something. I don't know. It could be magical mystery tour thing or something. I don't know. It could be. Debbie, you know it. You know it's true. That's what they're saying. And Debbie Box says it's scary. I'm scary. You're scary. We're all scary. Oh, it's insane, Debbie. You know it is. Now he's recruiting people. He's getting his team together. And he's talking to us like the great Davidian Messiah. I am gathering a team. I want the best of you, especially all the women. What? Getting a team together. I'm going to have to impregnate all these women. My God. We've been through this in Waco already, Mr. Show. Debbie's deleting her messages. She don't want no one to see. She's worried Ernie will come looking for her. Now you know it, Debbie. God, I never thought of this. Ernie Show could have made masks of all his victims. Da, da, da. Probably not, Debbie. He's got power. He has power over humans. A dog is no match for Mr. Ernie Show. You might as well give him the keys to your house. His powers when he comes at lurking is phenomenal. It just takes over. Your dog would be probably licking his hand, and he'd do that Australian shit like Crocodile Dundee. Right? With the Crocodile Dundee. doing that thing with his hand and everything with the thumb and the finger way out like a. You ever see that movie, Crocodile Dundee? You man, that's not a knife. This is a knife. No, he's got power. If he's got power over these ugly women, surely he'll have power over your dog. Just crazy. Not my commands are not in another language. I don't know. It's pretty crazy, ain't it? It's pretty freaky. It's gonna make a great movie. He's making a book, you know. I've seen the cover of it. It's real. The stories he's going to be able to tell will be phenomenal. It's a documentary on his whole life. It's just phenomenal. And he's teaching people how to look for other people that are into bestiality, which that is. You can't pay it. You couldn't pay him enough to for him to teach you that. That's just great. But he's going through with it. He's going through it. Now all the power to him. We're all here making movies. That's what we do. Content, stuff like that. But yeah, he's bringing in the change. You should be okay, Debbie. He's got powers, brain or something like that. Some kind of like an ESP power or something. Black ESP powers or something. Much like the movie Patrick from 1976 or 7, I think it was. Where he was brain dead, but yet his brain controlled the whole hospital, all the computers, doors, windows, everything. It was crazy. This yard patrol by a huge cock, and you know that, Johnny, I showed you pictures. You didn't show me any cock. I'm sorry. I'm a straight man. I don't do that. There's one thing I ain't gonna look at is a woman that has a penis. I'm sorry. I've seen nothing. Especially a woman that's got a penis bigger than mine. I'm not looking. I'm not looking at it. No, I never seen anything. I don't know what you folks are trying to do. Lure me in. Did Ernie Shell send you to try and get me to be lured into his cult? I will never give in, Mr. Shell. I know you're watching me. This is one dude that ain't gonna fall for the cookies that you're throwing up. I have the world's largest rooster. I don't know. I don't want to look at your boyfriend's penis right now, Debbie. Got better things to do. Ever threaten me like that again, woman. Ever. Silly woman. Keep your giant rooster to yourself. Debbie, he probably has power over giant roosters.
If I had money,
If I had money, baby,
I'd go to Chicago.
you know I'd be home in
Get a
Chicago.
chance to say goodbye.
I wouldn't even
Get a
say
chance to
goodbye,
say hello.
not even a chance.
And if I was a stronger man,
If I was a strong
I'd wait for
man,
you in bed.
wait for you, baby,
And I could just hear you.
I can hear you.
And you could just hear me.
You can hear
Now I'm blue, kind of blue that makes the blue sing.
me. I've got the
Kind of blue that
blue.
makes the rain weep. Kind of blue that makes you love me.
Kind of blue, baby.
I'm gonna love
Gonna love you.
you. And I think it's time that I leave this town. 'Cause I know you love me and you don't know how. And I don't wanna bring you down. And I don't wanna bring you down. And I think it's time that I leave this town. 'Cause I know you love me and you don't know how. And I don't wanna bring you down. And I don't wanna bring you down. Make it so easy. Make it so easy to love you, love you, love you. Make it so easy. Make it so easy to love, 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 love you, love you, love you, love you. And I think it's time that I leave this town. 'Cause I know you love me and you don't know how. And I don't wanna bring you down.
No, I don't wanna bring you down.
And I think it's time that I leave this town. 'Cause I know you love me and you don't know how. And I don't wanna bring you down. And I don't wanna bring you
No, baby. No, I don't wanna bring you down. No, I don't wanna bring you down. Let's get my bags, baby. Quit messing around. Get my bags, baby. I know you love me, but you don't know how.
If I had money, I'd go to Chicago. Get a chance to say goodbye.
Didn't get a chance to say hello.
I was a stronger man,
If I was a stronger man. Yeah.
I could just hear you. You could just hear me. Now I'm blue, the kind of blue that makes the blues sing. Kind of blue that makes the wind weak. Kind of blue that makes you love me. I'm gonna love you.
Yeah, you've been watching Chicago's Blues Radio, where we like it hot and funky.
There's a place in Chicago, somewhere in the dead of night,
In the dead of night,
where the people of the city are dancing and feeling alright.
yeah,
And the band,
right, yeah.
they're playing those tunes. Midnight in Chicago,
Only in
they're playing the
Chicago,
blues,
shot down, baby.
playing the blues,
Winter City Blues, baby.
playing the blues. They're playing the blues. Midnight in Chicago.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think we have gone long enough here, an hour and almost 30 minutes. We'll be back tomorrow, maybe. I want to thank everyone for stopping in, Miss Debbie Fox, Miss ATS News, and anyone else that made their way in. It's a great night, great sunset. It's a great Sunday. The Bears won. All glory goes to God. Thank you for another day, Lord. We'll be seeing you over here on the windy side of the town next go around. We'll keep you in touch with the Summer Wells case, the cases and the madness on YouTube. Have a great night.